All right, welcome back to Des Moines Capitals Hockey on all our social media things. Rob Paulus, varsity game just about underway as the Capitals coming off a big win last Tuesday, Turkey Cup, beating the Oakleys. Hopefully they can come out tonight with that fire still underneath. They showed their wild card. We know what they can do now.
Right.
I mean, it was pretty. They played an awesome game, Turkey Cup. That has to show for their record right now as the Capitals come in 6 wins, 2 losses. The 2 losses came to Lincoln early in the season. The Capitals with 12 points on the season. 2, 4, 6. Boy, still sitting in 7th place. Isn't that crazy? That's how tight it is. Capitals with 2 losses, but they've only played 8 games. Everybody above us, except for Kansas City, have played more games than that. 38 goals for, 13 goals against, 170 minutes and penalties. Mohawks come in here with 11 games played. They have 1 win. So Capitals going to have to come out strong tonight.
Pretty raucous environment here, so on the road here you got to come out and play strong hockey right away.
Yeah, senior night here. They do separate senior nights for each high school, so tonight was Mason City senior night. As the Capitals will recognize all the seniors at the same time. Is it national anthem now? I better quit talking. All right, so varsity action just about underway as we're in the middle of going through stats. Looks like Nick Howell for the Mohawks with all the goals, 10 goals. Jackson Wickman with 7 assists. Nick with 15 points on the season. Nate Schlitz with 20 minutes and penalties. Zach Molstead 1 power play goal, and Sam Umger with the 1 win. Capitals come in here. Number 29, Brett Baxter with 11 goals. Number 21, Clark Kruger with 11 assists. Kruger with 17 points on the season. Mason Porup with 31 minutes and penalties. Brett Baxter with 6 power play goals and 2 shorthanded goals. And Malakowski with... No. All right, we are just about underway. The Capitals will be going to your left on the screen, wearing their purple jerseys. The Mohawks wearing their white, going to the right on the screen. And the Capitals starting lineup: Paulus, Knopfler's out there on the point, Stiles, Webb, and Baxter out there for the Capitals. In net today is Malakowski. Maslow. Mohawks with it, center ice, brings it down into the Capitals in the ring. Shot goes up high and wide over the net. Sitting down into the corner, played by Knopfler. Knopfler picks it up, leaves it there for Baxter. Rob, I'm surprised you're still here. I thought you were going to go down and see the train.
I've heard it's pretty impressive.
I hear it too. Shot on net, save by the Mohawks goaltender.
You know, before we came over, we got a bite to eat at the restaurant, and there was a lady that was saying how impressive it is that the train pulls up and the car opens up and there's a band in there.
That's what I keep hearing.
That travels with it. So it doesn't make the same stop everywhere every year, just wherever there's train tracks, I would imagine. But it's first time it's been up here in a while. So
shot on net, saved by McHenry. Well, I was wondering what type of band is it? Christmas music? I'm assuming it's got to be Christmas music they're playing. Right out in front, Kruger with a shot again, saved by McHenry. Two nice shots by Kruger and two saves by McHenry. I think the second shot went high over McHenry, and they're going to be a first penalty on the Mohawks, and they're going to get a boarding call, I do believe, and gosh, Roy Porup was skating to the box. I thought it was on us. Number 34 for the Mohawks. 2 and a 10 for boarding. Andrew Crane, I think he was in the penalty box when we were down in Des Moines. So the Capitals will be on the Picket Fence Creamery power play. Make sure you look at all your grocery stores for that logo in the dairy department, and make sure you pick up your ice cream. I just had some last night. Their strawberry ice cream is really, really good.
I'm going to pick up some tomorrow. I got to go grocery shopping tomorrow, so I am going to make a point to pick up some of this
Picket Fence.
This Picket Fence ice cream that you keep talking about.
Yep, you got to.
And, you know, McHenry down there, he's a big boy. And I mean, he takes up a lot of this net, and he's a good goaltender from seeing him in years past. And it's going to take some work upon the Capitals to get one past this guy.
Face off to the stick side of McHenry. Knopfler sends it over to the far side to Kruger, out there with Baxter and Webb. Couldn't catch it at the point. Kruger, and puck goes all the way down into the Capitals in the ring. Malakowski with it. Ooh, dangerous pass in front of his own net.
I think it went off the pipe almost.
Jesus.
It looked like it.
Puck comes free all the way down into the Mohawks into the rink, and
Capitals is kind of forcing some things right now.
They were lucky to keep it in, and I think that was Webb keeping it in. Back to play at Knopfler, fires it right out. Oh, loose puck, shot. Had the goaltender moving.
And that's what you have to do against McHenry, get him moving.
And the Coach Spring wants them to get the power play set up, as it's not quite set up yet. Capitals have it on the far side. Over to play to Kruger. Kruger to Webb. He skates it right in. Shot and just goes wide past McHenry. Sent over to the far side. And the puck goes all the way down. Mazakowski with it.
Well, and that's what, you know, Coach Spring trying to get him to get it set up so their defense has to move. Taking the first shot sometimes without the defense moving doesn't get you the best shot available.
Puck comes free all the way out to, did not make it out to center ice. Back to play to Paul Century. Pass out front. Shot over the head of McHenry. Sent off to the near side. Played by
nobody home.
No one home. Right idea, and that was Paul's trying to send it out front. Capitals have it now. Porup sends it on the far side. And Mohawks down into the Capitals in the ring. Shot on net, save Malakowski. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. 13:30 left in the first period, knotted up at 0. Puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Back to play to Tanner Chris. Chris across the blue line. Shot it towards the net. McHenry didn't quite get to it, as I think it got redirected wide. Over to play to Stiles. Capitals putting the pressure on the Mohawks early in the first period. Series pass out front. Shot wide by Porup. And the Mohawks cleared out. They send it down into the Capitals in the ring. That's going to be icing on the Mohawks. 12:53 left in the first period. The Capitals out shooting the Mohawks 3-2.
What you're going to see a lot by the Mohawks tonight is a good defensive team. They play a pretty good defensive posture, but the key will be how long can that hold up?
Right.
How long can you play a defensive game and have that hold up?
As you were saying earlier, most of these kids on the varsity roster played the JV roster too, as they have a short roster this year. Capitals with it on the far side. Over the plate is Baxter. Baxter chips it off the half boards. Back to plate is Myers. Myers keeps it alive at the blue line. Sent over to the far side to LaPrade. LaPrade down. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness.
That was close to
That
boarding,
was
too.
close to boarding on the Mohawks, and that hurts Starr. Starr's coming to the bench as he's in a little bit of pain, and we'll keep a close eye on him. And Starr's just going to take a seat on the bench, and it looks like he's just trying to catch his wind. McHenry with the save. Back to Davison. Davison sends it down in deep. And the Capitals changing up another one as LaPrade comes to the bench, and Baxter's coming to the bench. Kruger's going to go out for the Capitals. That's going to be icing on the Mohawks. 11:49 left in the period. Face off to the glove side of McHenry. Kruger with the face off out there with Hubbard, Young, Wiersma. Shot saved McHenry. Who's my other Porup out there? I don't think I said his name. Capitals have it back to Kruger. Kruger fires it high over the goaltender. Capitals got the right idea, moving the goaltender side to side, and it's just a matter of time.
Just keep making them play. Keep them moving. It's harder to play defense than it is offense, and you have to keep moving as a defender and a goaltender. You'll get worn out.
Capitals win the face-off. Kruger with the face-off win. Mohawks pick it up, and they bring it down, and the Capitals in the ring. They get around the defender, and Maslow out to hang on to it, and the Mohawks did not get a shot off. 11:20 left in the first. Caps out shooting the Mohawks 5-2. Special shout out to my mom, Rita. She is watching from St. Charles, Iowa.
Well, and I'll give a shout out to my mother. I'm sure she's watching out here too.
Yeah, she probably is.
My mom's birthday just the other day.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Mohawks with it. They keep it in at the blue line. Back to plate is Webb for the Capitals in the corner, and the Capitals able to break it out 2-on-2, coming back the other way. Paul's with it. He dumps it in right on net, and McHenry with the save. The right idea by Paulus. No rebound, though. But the Capitals get the face-off deep in the Mohawks inner the ring.
I like the energy so far, Tony. You know, a lot of energy trying to get to pucks, beating the Mohawks to the pucks in the offensive zone.
Capitals win the face-off draw. Back to Young. Young fires it. Tipped by Paulus. Sent off to the opposite side of the rink. And the Mohawks pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Capitals with it now right in front of McHenry. Sent on the near side. Played by Baxter. And going to get a penalty for tripping. And I do believe it's going to be on the Mohawks. The Capitals will be on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. 10:30 left in the first period, and we'll see if Coach Spring and his team can get the power play set up this time.
They put out the second unit here, I believe.
Paulus, Christ, Porup, Stiles, and Wiersma out there for the Capitals. And Jack Starr is back up on, and it looks like he got his win back. Some nice smile on his face down there, so not sure if Mom and Dad's here tonight. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it back to Stiles. Stiles fires it on net. Shot saved by McHenry. Over the plate is Porp on the half boards, and the Mohawks clear it out all the way down into the Capitals in the ring. Mazakowski leaves it there for Stiles. Stiles having a tough time handling the puck. And the Capitals come up with it. Wiersma up to Porp on the left side of the ice. And we're going to come in offsides. 9:56 left in the first. 1:26 left on the power play for the Capitals as they come in offsides. Hey, Jody Beebe's on listening. Hi, Jody Beebe. We were just talking about you in the JV game about your gummy bears. We have 4 seats left for our parent bus. If you would like to bring your gummy bears and come on the bus next weekend.
Absolutely.
Back up to Mason City.
It's a memory I have of Lisa Martin shoving all your gummy bears into my face last time. So.
Okay. Capitals with it down in deep on the far side. Picked up by Hubbard, back out to the point. Kruger with it. 55 seconds left on the power play. Back out to Kruger, top side. Shot and ricocheted through some skates off. Back out to Kruger. Oh, shot on net, save. Nice shot by Paulus. Nice pass by Kruger. And it wasn't Paulus, it was
Knopfler.
Knopfler, sorry.
Big Knopfler shot there.
McHenry with the big save. And on the line change, Capitals trying to catch him on the line change and do right out in front, shot. Goal! Who got that? Kruger or Baxter?
Very unselfish play there. Just drop the puck to get a better shot. I believe it was Mr. Baxter.
Yeah, I think so too. Capitals score a power play goal, 1-0, 8:50 left in the period.
You can see McHenry squaring up to the guy coming down and through the slot. He drops it over to Baxter, one times it right past him.
Face off center ice. Mohawks win the face off. They draw it up to Myers. Myers dumps it down into the Capitals in the ring. Actually gets a shot on net, saved by Malachowski. God, can't roll his name off tonight. Back out to center ice. Capitals have it now down. And it looks like Jack Starr's feeling better at Rob as he puts a shot on net.
Yeah, he's skating just fine.
Yeah,
I think he needed to stretch it out there a little bit.
Yep. Shot on net, save Maslow. And the Capitals clear it off to the far side. Over to play to Starr. Starr chips it off to high glass.
Maslow had to fight that one off.
Yeah,
it was kind of a knuckle puck coming at him.
Yep, he did a good job fighting it off, though. Puck's free right in front of the goaltender again. High slot. Capitals come up with it, though. Tanner Chris with it. Tanner has it at the red line. Dumps it down into the Mohawks in the ring. Chasing after it was Young, but he ends up getting back. And the Mohawks put it on net, and they come in offside. 7:43 left in the first period. Capitals out shooting the Mohawks 8-3 and are up by 1. Baxter with the faceoff. Out there with Paulus and Webb. Back on the defensive side, Wiersma and Young for the Capitals. Capitals moving on the right side. And the Mohawks bring it down into their defensive side of the ice. Now they move it back up through center ice. Ricochets off a skate. And it's going to be offsides on the Mohawks as they have to touch up. Mohawks have it at center ice. Capitals putting the pressure on them. And they have to retrieve in behind their own goaltender. Back on the far side, kept in at the blue line by Wiersma. And the puck comes free back out to center ice. Shot on net, McHenry with the save for the Mohawks. He leaves it there, steers it off into the corner. And the Mohawks pick it up on the far side. Right back out in front. Baxter with a shot on net. McHenry with the save. As the passing went back and forth from Webb to Baxter and back to Webb to Baxter.
Well, if he could have just got on that weak side there, it was wide open, you know. Good job by the Capitals getting in a lot of passing lanes so far. The Mason City in the defensive zone there, an offensive zone, I mean.
Kruger with the faceoff win. Back to Knopfler. Knopfler over to Webb. Shot on net. Save. I think it was Porp shot on net. And the puck comes free out to center ice. Over the plate is Knopfler. Knopfler pass gets picked off. Shot towards the net. And the Capitals have it on the half boards, picked off by the Mohawks, and they put it back on net. And that's going to be offsides again. 6:18 left in the first period.
And I think that puck should probably go all the way back down because gave offside, shot it in on the goalie. The goalie had to save it. Usually that comes all the way back down the other end.
Well, the Buccaneers aren't faring well at home tonight against Sioux City. They are down 3-0 to start the third period on military night, I do believe.
Well, they probably just don't want us to be on any away games because every time we're
yes.
on an away game watching them.
Yes. Capitals with it now, bring it down into the Mohawks into the ring. Kruger right, shot, goal! Hunter Hubbard with the goal, assisted by Kruger, and the Capitals go up by 2. And
that is, I mean, using the skate to advance the puck a little bit there, get it on the stick, and a lot of unselfish play so far, which is just exactly how this game should be played. Looking for the better shot, getting the goalie to move, burying it in the back of the net.
Kenneth Carlson checking in from Fairfield, Iowa. That is where my mom grew up, in that area, Fairfield. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it over to Starr. Well, I guess, Rob, that is one way to keep the local band quiet over there, is score a couple goals on the home team.
Yeah, I think it's a good it's always a great atmosphere up here. No matter if you're playing in this cold barn or not, you still got the whole town coming out to watch it, and the band. And
right, and a good crowd, as you said earlier. They have this special train coming up here, holiday train tonight, and I did not go through town, but somebody says it's very busy here in town on a Friday night. But they have a high school band over in the corner. They're just waiting to play. Shot on net, save. Maslow shot again, and it deflected wide. And the Capitals goaltender comes up big. 5:13 left in the first. And that is, nope, tip, no icing.
I think he was thinking the player could have made a play on it and did not make the play on it.
Puck comes free all the way up through center ice, down into the Capitals into the rink. And the Mohawks with it down in their offensive zone. Howell with it in the corner for the Mohawks, putting the pressure on Ms. Myers. Back to play it is Kruger. And Kruger put the body on him. Puck goes free all the way over to the far side. Wiersma catches up to it, has it in behind his own goaltender, leaves it there for Kruger. And Kruger's going to play it off the half boards. Nice long pass over to Legler. And they got the Capitals send it all the way down into the Mohawks in the rink. Centering pass out front, and on his backhand was Brunel. So Coach Spring has thrown Clark out there with this fourth line with Brunel and Legler out there, trying to help them guys out. 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Caps up by 2. Shot on net, save by McHenry, and the Capitals going to change it up. Paulus, Webb coming out for the Capitals.
Got that second line out there, Paulus, Webb, and Baxter.
Baxter, yep.
And Young and Wiersma on the back end.
Is that the band playing now?
No, it's the sound system.
It's the sound system. I'm excited to hear the band play. They were playing when the Mohawks were warming up, and they sounded great. Shot on net, saved by McHenry. Shot on net by Paulus. Right back out in front. Paulus tried to get a shot on, got deflected, and now here comes the Mohawks down into the Capitals in the rink. And it was going to go wide. And
Mr. Maslow said, nope, let's get a reset on this.
He just hangs on to it.
Referee's giving Maz a hard time, I think, saying, hey, you were way outside your net there. But, goaltender, you want to get a stoppage on that.
I don't know if we commented on the goal that got waved off in the JV game, but they claimed the net was off in that game, for that goal. Paul's with it all the way down, and the Mohawks in the rink. He's trying to turn it back around, and his pass got deflected. And picked off.
Got it there late.
Yep, got it there late. I think he thought about it one split second too long, but the puck comes back out to the blue line and shot by Wiersma, and ricochets off his stick, comes down into the Capitals into the rink. Back to play does Young. Young has it in behind his own goaltender, sitting on the near side. And Paulus off to the races here. Catches up to it. He's got some room. Shot on that, save. And it goes off the shoulder of the goaltender and lands on top of the net. And finally get a whistle, but boy, I thought that was going to ricochet down.
Very close.
And nice hustle by Paulus. He looks a little disappointed coming back to the bench, but he shouldn't be because he out-hustled him in the corner and at least got a shot off.
That's a 6'4", 225 freight train going for a puck.
Puck comes all the way down, and the Capitals into the rink. Shot on net, Maslow with the save. Mohawks pick it up in the corner and bring it back to the defense, and Hubbard comes in with a big hit. Clark Kruger with it. He gets around him. He's 1-on-0 coming back the other way. Nice pass over. Shot. Oh, just went wide. And the Capitals score!
I think it was Hubbard.
Hubbard with his second goal of the evening.
Call that a dirty goal, but it's a goal.
I was looking off to the right, and then I saw the referee point down. See if I got, we're going to get the delayed live feed here on one of the pads here, and we're going to watch it as it comes back. And just an effort by Kruger to get around the ball. It wasn't dirty. It was a rebound. Kruger.
Kruger, and the goalie just couldn't get back in time.
The goalie could not get back in time, and Hubbard picks it up.
And as I'm looking at that screen, I'm glancing over the top of it, seeing the Buccaneers just look like a big fight happening in the Buccaneer game.
Yeah, it certainly does. Well, the Buccaneers did some trades late in the week and picked up a few new players. Capitals bring it back the other way. Centering pass out front. And the Mohawks have it down in behind his own goaltender. Hubbard, got to check on point streak here. Make sure it was Hubbard that got that goal. Try to get you some assists here too as the period's winding down. 1:30 left. Yeah, Hunter Hubbard with 2 goals tonight as the puck goes out of play. Ryan Webb with the assist in that first goal. Mason Porup with the assist in the second goal. Wow, look at there. Ryan Webb with 2 assists tonight on the first and second or third goal. And Clark Kruger with 3 assists in all 3 goals tonight. So, wow. Clark Kruger's picking right back up with the assist from the Turkey Cup. He had 3 goals in the Turkey Cup.
And that's
credited with 1 goal, and 2 goals went to his brother Joe Kruger, as as Mr. John Schaefer was calling it off wrong at the first. Shot saved by Maslow. 1 minute remaining in the period, right out in front. It's sent wide. Joe Kruger is alumni Capital, played 4 years for the Capitals. Goes to Iowa now. And the Capitals bring it out down and through center ice. Tate going after it as Chris fires it on net, saved by McHenry, and is just going to get a whistle. So it was quite funny after Clark scored his first 2 goals at Turkey Cup, credited to his brother Joe, and then Clark gets credited for that 3rd goal. So Scott and Betsy said no, they don't have to buy up in the lounge because Clark only got officially credited.
Joe has to buy.
Yeah, Joe has to buy. So if you get a hat trick on this team, they're running. If you want to do it, you don't have to do it, but we always say that you got to buy the drinks after the game, or if your son's a goalie and gets a shutout. But
it's in the spirit of hockey only. And there's no law for it.
No, and if you want to bring the 99 pack of PBR to the tailgate, that's fine too. Capitals with it now up through center ice. Back to play it is Young. Young off the boards. 11 seconds remaining.
Just not the 30 pack of hams in Dubuque, please.
Did somebody do that?
Yeah.
Off into the corner it goes. And that's going to do it after 1 period of play. It's Capitals 3, the Mohawks 0. Be back with second period action in 15-20 minutes. All right, Rob Pauls, Tony Scott back with second period action, as we are hoping it was the third period action, as I think you only can take so much cold air on your body here before everything starts freezing. Capitals up by 3. Clark Kruger with 3 assists tonight. Hubbard with 2 goals tonight. And Baxter with a goal. And I think, what did I say, Ryan Webb with 2 assists. All right, Capitals going to your right on the screen and wearing their dark jersey, and the Mohawks wearing their white going to the left. And I like the effort right off the bat. The Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it down in the Mohawks into the rink. And couldn't get a shot off. And that's going to be icing on the Mohawks. 16:38 left in the second. Well, I like the way they started out, a little fire in their pants and went down there. Couldn't get a shot off, but I like the hustle.
Yeah, getting after the puck. Just got to be careful. Just got to be careful here. I see in Mason City trying to do a little bit of cherry picking here, trying to get guys that slip guys in behind our defense here. So just be careful how much we're pinching here.
Capitals win the faceoff, draw back, and there you go. And then 1-on-0 coming back the other way. Fisher with it for the Mohawks. Shot on net, save Maslow.
And Maslow didn't flinch there at all.
No, he did
Just
not.
waited for him to make his move.
And the Mohawks have it in the corner. The Capitals with it now, picked off by Baxter. Baxter up to Webb. Webb with it across the blue line, steering past to Paulus. Got broken up. Paulus back to play it on the half wall. He leaves it there for Stiles. Deflected up in the protective netting. 16 minutes left in the second period as the play is blown dead. Face off to the glove side of Mason City Mohawks goaltender McHenry. Capitals keep it alive. Nice effort by Hubbard.
McHenry had to fight that one off. It was a nice shot.
On the far side to play it is Hubbard. Hubbard has it on the half board, sends it into the corner. Back to play it is Kruger. Puck comes free and
got 4 Capitals up against the board.
I was going to say, if that one makes it all the way out of the blue line, it kept in by Young, back out to Porp, and the puck comes free all the way out to center ice, down into the Capitals in the rink, icing on the Mohawks. 15:19 left in the second. Face off to the glove side of McHenry. Capitals win the face-off draw back to Wiersma. Wiersma sends it down on the far side. Played on the far side by Starr. Left at the point. Christ with it. Fires it up over the head of McHenry. Back to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma takes a shot, goes wide of the goaltender. And the puck comes free all the way out to center ice. On the far boards. Capitals with it now. Left for Young. Back and forth in between the blue line. Or on the blue line. Mohawks with it down on their own defensive side of the ice. Picked off. Centering pass up front and tried to get it to Christ.
Just needed to take another step to get it around the goal there.
Yeah, it hit the goal. The piping on the bottom of the goal there. Capitals have it down on their own defensive side of the ice. Leaves it there for Laprade. Laprade tries to chip it out. Can't get it out. And the Capitals do this time. And that's going to be icing on the Capitals, as that just barely got there. Icing on the Capitals. 14:08 left in the second. Capitals up by 3. Well, looks like the Bucks are going to fall short tonight. 4-1. 4 goals for Sioux City and 1 for the Bucks with 3:33 left in the period. Teddy Bear toss tomorrow night And it's ugly jersey night tomorrow night.
There goes Paulus again. Got somebody on 2-on-1.
Back out to Webb. Fires it. Shot goes wide. Nice idea by Paulus and Webb. Up on the half boards. Into play it is Paulus. Back out to the point. Myers keeps it in. Oh, he gets hit hard by Hook. And jumps right back up. Back into play. And here comes Baxter down in the Mohawks in the ring. Shot goes wide. Back to play it is Webb. Webb's shot goes wide. And the Capitals putting some pressure on the Mohawks.
I think McHenry just got a piece of that puck to steer it wide.
Back out in front. Paulus with it. Shot. Oh, boy. And Paulus just went. Yes, he did. And he was waiting for the rebound. Face-off's going to be to the glove side of McHenry. 13:20 left in the second. Mohawks win the face-off. They draw it into the corner. The Mohawks tried to break it out. Got picked by Kanafa. He loses the edge down on the far side. Back to play to Stiles. Stiles leaves it there for Kruger. And Kruger's going to pick it up and bring it up the near boards. Leaves it there for Hubbard. Couldn't hang on to it, and the Mohawks dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Maslow leaves it there. Sends it off on the near boards. Kruger with it now on the far side to Hubbard. Hubbard in all alone. Shot. Goal! Clark Kruger with the goal. Assist by Hubbard. And I wouldn't be surprised if Maslow doesn't get the assist on that. 12:38 in the second.
Give some love to the goaltender there. Set that up.
And I think they're going to give it to him. We'll see here.
Yeah, they're giving him love from the bench, too.
Yeah.
All the guys giving him love.
That is just about as good as a goal for a goalie. Anytime you can get an assist on the goal. And we'll check here as soon as possible. But the Capitals go up by 4. Good thing it's updated here.
And Hub just about had his hat trick there.
I can't understand him. Can you, Rob?
I couldn't.
Hey, Maslow got the assist on that goal. They did credit to him, so that's awesome. It's good to see a goaltender get the assist on that, and I think we're going to get a penalty here.
I think it may be coincidental here.
As Mason Porp's going to go to the sin bin, and number 18 for the Mohawks, Jack Crane into the sin bin.
Both roughing. Mr. Crane goes back in, and so does Mr. Porp.
Yep, Porp.
You know, kind of an interesting perspective sitting here above our bench. You can kind of, I can't hear what they're saying, but you can see the players as they come off the ice, they're communicating with each other, and talking to each other. Kind of a perspective we don't normally get.
No.
You know, you can see how they're communicating on plays or where they needed to be or where they need to be the next time. So.
Yep. It is neat. Our best broadcasting area to get a look at the team is right here at Mason City. So Capitals with it on the far side of the ice.
Unfortunately, our feet suffer.
Yeah, yes. I'm not too bad. I put them little heater things in my boots, and my feet are pretty warm. Chris with it now, 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Leaves it there for Start. He gets tangled up. Back to play it is Laprade. Laprade chips it off the high glass. Centering pass out front. McHenry gets a piece of it, sends it off into the corner. Back out to the point, Wiersma. Wiersma keeps it alive. Shot on net, save McHenry, and he's going to hang on to it. 11:09 remaining in the period. Susan Reince watching.
Good work by the third line there. Good shift by them.
Capitals win the faceoff. Back out to play to Myers. A nice smart move by Myers. Dumped it in the weak side of the ice. Sent over to the far side to Young. And he couldn't quite hang on to it. 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Bellis and Myers on the defensive side. Or actually, Davison, I'm sorry. Davison and Myers.
Good job defensively, shutting that down, waiting for his guys to get back.
Capitals out shooting the Mohawks 18-9. Halfway through the second, almost halfway through the second period. Shot on net, goal, tipped in front, and the Mohawks make it a 4-1 hockey game. Tipped in front, and Maslow had some help. Mason City Mohawks gets on the board at 10:34 left in the second period. We'll see how the Capitals respond here. They send out Brunel, Legler with Kruger on the front side. On the back side, Knopfler and Styles. Back out to play to Knopfler. Knopfler leaves it there for Styles. He keeps it in at the blue line on the far side, half wall. And nice hard hit by Knopfler, and these Mohawks come in offsides.
Yeah, Capitals just not able to keep that inside the blue line, just barely across. So come outside the zone.
Mohawks win the faceoff, putting the pressure on him, and Capitals forced a turnover. Centering pass out to goal! Wegler with a backhanded shot, and it goes in with Kruger with the assist.
Again, Kruger with a nice assist, really unselfish play by him.
Kruger could
have
easily
taken the shot, and he found a better shot in front of the net. And just a wicked backhand there from Mr. Legler.
And the Capitals go up 5-1, and that's Clark Kruger. He could easily, I think, could have had that goal. And he went for the for sure thing and got it over to Legler and gave Legler some love tonight. So Capitals win the faceoff. Over to play it is Starr. Shot went off the shoulder of Maslow off into the glass, and the Capitals come up with it.
This game's getting a little more physical.
It is getting a little physical. As shot on net saved Maslow. And the Mohawks aren't giving up. They're putting some shots on net. Capitals out shooting the Mohawks 20-10. Here comes the Caps, back the other way. Starr with it across the blue line. Shot on net, saved by McHenry.
Well, the Capitals did a really good job in that first period of, one and done shots on Maz. And now you're seeing a little bit more pressure by Mason City. And if there's if there's something to talk about for Coach Spring is just not letting that second and third shot come off.
Face off to the glove side of McHenry, sent over to the far side. Puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Hubbard with it. Hubbard tries to center it up to Kruger, and the puck comes free back the other direction. Mohawks with a centering pass, tried to wrap it around. I think Maslow got a piece of it, and here comes the Caps back the other way. Port brings it down into the Mohawks in the ring. Shot on net, saved by McHenry. 8:39 left in the second.
So far tonight, pretty impressed with the breakout for the Capitals right now. Doing a good job of breaking the puck out once they get it out of the defensive zone, and really advancing that puck up ice, and guys moving without the puck real well.
Face off to the stick side of Maslow. Not Maslow, the McHenry, sorry. Get my goalies mixed up. Davison on the near side. Kept in by Myers. Myers with it still. He's got some room. Shot on net. Saved by McHenry. Shot again. Save. Kruger with a shot on net. And the Mohawks come back 2-on-2, coming back the other way. Trying to get around Davison. Shot went wide of the goaltender. Davison with a nice hit. Here comes the Caps, 2-on-2, 2-on-1 coming back, 3-on-1 coming back. Kruger with it. Oh, passed over to Hubbard and just couldn't get the shot off.
We got some river hockey going on.
And the Mohawks come in off sides. And
got a little river hockey going on here, back and forth, back and forth.
I wonder what you said. I couldn't hear what you said.
A little river hockey. No, just one team going back, one team going back this way, and
I was scanning the ice to see what was going on. I thought there was something going on away from the play. I'm like, where's it at? I don't see it. I'm glad you repeated yourself. Capitals with it on the far side, and it goes up into the bleachers over there where the band's at. Face off to the glove side of Maslow. Capitals win the face off. They draw it on the far side. Puck comes free. Back to plate is Webb. Webb gets it up to Baxter. Baxter in. Oh, fires it. Shot. Ricochets off the stick. And the Capitals have it top of the circle. Baxter with it. Fires it. Shot. And that went off the ceiling. They're going to get a whistle here. 7:19 left in the second. Well, Capitals back in action next Saturday night, varsity game. I do believe it's about a 7:30 start time. Does that sound about right, Rob? I never know. I should know, but I don't know.
Same time. Same time. Well, yeah.
I think it's a little earlier start next week.
For Friday night?
We come up here on Saturday, I think. Saturday we come up here.
Is it a little earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I do believe.
That makes sense why it would start earlier on a Saturday.
But anyway, my point is the Capitals are back up here on Saturday next week. Capitals have it now. Baxter across the blue line. All the way down. Boy, he just about split all three of those players coming down in the zone. Back to play it is Webb. Webb with it. Backhanded shot saved by McHenry. Rebound right back to Webb. Baxter picks it up down below the goal line. Back to Webb. To the point. And Knopfler tried to fire it in and came off his stick funny. Didn't get all of it. 6:36 remaining in the period. Baxter with it now. Baxter back out to Stiles. Stiles takes a blast. Oh, that's offsides. Capitals are offsides here. Played offsides. Capitals actually get a line change on it. Puck comes all the way out to center ice. Back to play it is Young. Bouncing puck on the far side to Starr. And Chris brings it in. Chris got some room. Fires it. Shot up over the head of McHenry. Chris had the right idea. Shane pass right out in front. Still out in front. Shot save as LaPrade gets a shot on net. Puck comes free off to center ice. Nice hard work by this group of guys. Mohawks with it on the far side. They bring it down into the Capitals in the rink. Fires it shot on set net. Maslow with the save. Capitals have it now. LaPrade. LaPrade across the blue line. .5:22 left in the second. 24 shots on net.
Capitals going to get a penalty for a trip here.
Ah, shoot.
Oh no, he's going to get a check. He's going to get a boarding call. I don't. May have been a tripping penalty, but I don't know.
Going to get a boarding. Capitals will be on the Des Moines printing penalty kill as Mr. Porp goes into the sin bin. He's going to get a 2 and a 10 for boarding. And Legler's going to serve his penalty, so Mr. Porp will be out for at least 10 minutes and some odd. Depends whether the Mohawks can capitalize on the power play. Kruger, Hubbard, Wiersma, and Young out there for the Capitals. Puck goes all the way down into the Capitals into the rink. Over to plate is Young. Young chips it off the boards and he clears it out. And Clark Kruger was two shorthanded goals, I do believe, last weekend. Or last Tuesday against the Oak Leaves.
Good job by Jake Wiersma there, getting back on that. At first thought I had an odd man rush, and good job defensively.
Here comes Kruger. Kruger all the way down. He just takes it wide, fires it towards the net. Not even sure he was trying to hit the goaltender, just trying to get it on the far side. Capitals pick it off. That was Webb, but the Mohawks bring it down, and the Capitals in the rank. Searing pass broken up by shot goal. Power play goal number 34 for the Mohawks.
On a turnover in our own zone there. We had it cleared.
Yep, we did.
And just kind of shot it right back to our own goal.
Andrew Crane with the goal for the Mohawks. And so the Mohawks get their second goal of the evening. Trying to clear the penalty off the clock. Five-on-five hockey. The Mohawks with it. Win the faceoff. They bring it down to the Capitals in the rink. Shot on net. Saved by Maslow. He sends it off into the protective netting.
Well, let's see if the Capitals can respond here like they did on the last goal by Mason City, is come back and put one in the back of the net on the other side.
Andrew Crane with the power play goal, assisted Nick Howell. And on that fifth goal for the Capitals, John Legler with the goal and assist by Kruger, no second assist. Puck goes all the way down in the Mohawks inner rink. Icing on the Capitals. 3:57 left in the second period. Face off to the glove side of Maslow. Tanner Chris with the face off. And the Capitals win the faceoff draw back to Myers. Chasing after it is Davison. Davison leaves it there for LaPrade. LaPrade can't catch up to it. The Mohawks control the puck down in the corner. Tanner Chris picks it up, though, and he brings it forward on the left side. 3-on-2 coming back the other way. Chris into the zone. Chris gets around him. Shot. Goal! As Tanner Chris he just put it on net, and it went in. And Tanner Chris makes it a 6-1 hockey game.
Glad to see that young man now getting the goal there. I don't know if that's his first on the year or maybe second, I believe, maybe. I think it's his second. We'll check it.
That is his fourth goal of the season.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. That was games played. That is his second goal of the season.
Yep.
And he's had a short season. He's only played, what did I just say, 3 games up to tonight. So
I can see him out there, on that third line, hustling on that third line and working hard, and it pays off.
Yeah, and he's still shot on net, saved by Maslow, and the injury he has had. I'm not going to say what the injury was, but he is still fighting that injury a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So tough kid to be out there.
He's working hard, though.
Face off to the stick side of Maslow.
You wouldn't know he's fighting any injury out there the way he's skating tonight.
No.
He's doing really well. Fighting it out there, and glad to see him get a goal rewarded for that.
Capitals have it now, 3-on-2 coming back the other way. Legler with a goal tonight. He brings it down the right side. Drop pass back to Hubbard. Fires it, shot, save, and that was a nice shot by Hubbard and very nice save by McHenry, as we could see from this angle right where Hubbard was trying to go with that. 2:59 left in the second. Capitals out shooting the Mohawks 27-13.
Trying to go high glove side there, and McHenry just pulled it right out of the air. Good stop by him.
Face off to the glove side of McHenry. Shot on net, save. Well, you don't see that very often on a team, as McHenry is wearing the C, the captain for this team. And see it every once in a while, but not too much. The goaltender gets the honor to wearing the C. Right out in front, shot, goal! As Hunter Hubbard gets his hat trick of the evening.
Well, that'll be beneficial for the road trip next weekend.
Yes. And the Capitals up by 5 now. I'd throw my stocking cap out there for the hat trick, but I'm afraid I wouldn't get it back, and my head would be cold the rest of the night.
I think it's ceremoniously, some fans, some Capital fans were taking off their hat, acting like they were throwing it out.
Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it back to Stiles. Stiles dumps it down into the far side. Chasing after this Baxter. Clark Kruger with, god dang, how many assists did that kid get tonight?
5 tonight.
5
so far,
tonight.
I believe.
Puck goes all the way down, back down in the Mohawks in the rink. Chasing after it is Paulus. Paulus leaves it there for Baxter to get it back to the point to Stiles. Shot on net, saved by McHenry.
And, that's awesome to see, as Clark was far and away our leading goal scorer last year. But I always say it's easy to be a goal scorer.
Going to get a penalty on the Mohawks. Sorry to interrupt you, as that was a check from behind on Baxter, and Baxter wasn't doing the checking. The Mohawks, number 45, going to get a checking from behind, and Paulus might be going too here.
Well, I think he's probably getting one for roughing.
Yeah,
he's coming to the aid of his bud, and that you can't do in hockey either, though.
Yeah, the Mohawks player is going to get a 2 and a 10 for sure. Going to be coincidental penalties, I do believe, but 5-on-5 hockey.
Huh.
Face-off's going to be to the stick side of McHenry. Tanner's Christ goal was unassisted. Puck's off into the corner. Capitals Baxter into play. Going to get another penalty, and it's going to be on the Capitals. As soon as they touch up, McHenry's going to make the long march to the bench, and he just barely gets there, and the Capitals touch it up. We're going to go into the sin bin. Capitals will be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill as Baxter goes into the sin bin to see his dad. His dad's working the penalty box. So big or small, give Tyler Scott a call for all your printing needs.
Well, one more in there, and Senior Baxter won't have a seat.
Yeah. Well, the more guys you get in the box, it has to create a little bit more heat down there, so maybe they're keeping a little bit warmer. Two minutes up on the board. Capitals, wow, out shooting the Mohawks 30-13.
Well, so far, both goals for the Mohawks have been off the power play, so.
first goal was not a power play.
Oh, it was not.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, I thought it was.
Yep. If it was, they don't have it marked on there. Comes the Mohawks back the other way, across the red line, down into the Capitals into the rink. Fires a shot on net. Maslow makes it look easy and just hangs on to it. Shot on net, and he hangs on to it. 1:13 remaining in the period. I think it was the time frame, Rob, it looks pretty close. I think Corp was just coming out of the box on that one.
Might have just expired.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. Mohawks with it on the far side. Oh, working off into the corner with it. Who was that? Davison. Davison working hard in the corner. He falls down, takes a hard hit. Look at little Myers in front of the net there taking a beating. Shot on net, save. Little Myers working his butt off. Back out to center ice.
This is the long change period. Yep. So, got to get the puck out of there so you can get the change.
31 seconds remaining in the second period. Ooh, odd angle shot on net. And Tanner Crisp with a shot on shorthanded try there with an odd angle shot. Here comes the Mohawks back the other way. And they're going to come in off sides. 15.4 seconds remaining in the second. Face-off outside the zone. Hubbard with the face-off. Loses the face-off. Back to plate on the far side. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Molston with it. Shot. Ooh, that caught Maslow off guard just a little bit. And the Mohawks couldn't keep it in. And
that's going to wind up the period there.
Yeah, that's going to do it. After 2 periods of play, Capitals up 7-2, out shooting the Mohawks 30-13, and have to kill off 21 more seconds of the power play. We're going to go get warmed up. So we'll be back in 15 minutes with third period action. All right, back with you with some Capitals action here. As the Capitals are up by 5, 7-2 hockey game. And my camera guy didn't come back. Mohawks win the faceoff. They draw it down in their own end of the rink. Capitals got to kill off with 13 more seconds of the penalty kill. Here comes my guy's back. I don't know how to run this thing. On the far side. Mohawks bring it right up through center ice, down into the Capitals in the rink. Oh, try to put it on net, sent wide to the far side. And here comes Baxter back the other direction. Capitals wearing their dark jersey. Shot, goal! And the Capitals make it an 8-2 hockey game, and that's going to start a run clock. And I do believe Baxter got that goal. Did you see it at all, Rob?
Yes, he stuffed it home.
Okay, good.
And that
I was trying to move out of the way.
And that is a welcome to us long travelers.
Yes.
Got a shot now of getting home before midnight.
Well, what did my itinerary say? 12,
Not midnight.
12:30?
By 1, maybe.
Yeah, I think my itinerary said 12:30. It depends how quick they can get through the showers here. Puck goes all the way down on the Mohawks in the rink, tipped, and I couldn't tell if that clock had 18 minutes up there or 15. It says 15 now. On the near side, played by Kruger. Kruger back to Hubbard. And Hubbard's going to bring it all the way in. He's going to get a shot on net, save. As he was having some skate issues, so it'll be interesting how his skates are working. They're probably too sharp now. Capitals have it. Oh, Hubbard with it. Fires a shot. Goal! Hubbard with his 4th goal of the evening. And those skates look pretty good to me, Rob.
Well, I was going to say, you're going to get blamed if they're not.
I know. And the Capitals go up by a ton.
It's what we call an Ovechkin trick, I think, isn't it right? A 4-goal game?
And the Capitals win the faceoff, draw it on the far side. Now you just hope you get out of here with no injuries, Rob, and keep it a clean game for the next 15 minutes here.
And I think that's what's kind of impressing me a lot so far this year is it's been a different guy every night.
Yeah.
In the scoring column.
Right, and we have a strong, four lines. You put that Legler, Brunell line out there with somebody like a Kruger or a Baxter out there, and our 4th line even able to score there. So we're getting some scoring. Shot on net. Nice shot by Young. And it's hard for teams in this league to it's easy to shut down one person. Shot on net, save again, but trying to shut down multiple guys on multiple lines. And that's what Coach Spring been doing this a long time. And he's been wanting for a long time to be able to have 4 lines out there that can score. In this league, it's hard to defend 4 lines. Capitals have it now. Who's that? Webb. Webb fires that shot and goes up over the head of McHenry.
Well, a lot of guys tonight jumping out of the gym, so to say, but especially, Hubbard tonight, just really getting his skating going and his stick handling going and just getting rewarded with some good goals tonight. And Clark just feeding everybody.
Well, guess who got the assist on that last shot?
Mr. Kruger again.
Mr. Kruger again. They said, did we just score again? No. I thought maybe we did. Clark with, let's see how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6 assists out of the 9 goals up there tonight. So Capitals with it on the far side. Overplayed as Myers. Myers has it. Searing pass out front and didn't quite get there. And Baxter, oh, shot save, and that, wow, what a ricochet that was off of Webb's skate, and McHenry with a big save.
And you know, even though there's a ton of guys right now on the Capitals that maybe not in the scoring column or the assist column, but they are working hard.
Yeah.
You know, all four lines tonight.
Yeah, they are working hard, and I think they've had a pretty good week of practice. I haven't heard the coaches saying they haven't had a good week, so that's usually a good sign when they come into the coach's office after practice and not complaining about a bad practice, but I haven't heard that this week. Sometimes you do.
Well, you got guys like Chris, you got guys like Paulus that are starting to get their legs now.
Yep.
You know, joining the team late. Those guys are starting to get their hockey legs, and that's just going to bode well for the Capitals down the road here.
The Capitals are pretty healthy at the time right now, as John Logston going back to Omaha this week to get checked out, and I really do not believe he will skate again with the Capitals this season, maybe next season, but that's to be determined. Shot on net, saved by McHenry, and Hubbard was going in to get his 5th goal, but I know John Logston, I got to get him on the radio here one of these nights, maybe next week, but he suffered a stroke and come back, and he feels great. I mean, for a young man, he understands why he can't be out here, but he doesn't understand. He feels health. You know, you break your arm, you know why you can't come out here.
Right.
But he feels good, and that is great that he feels good. But we certainly don't want anything to happen to him. I think we're going to try to get him on the ice if it gets cleared, just to come out and skate with the boys with no contact. Maybe do a warm-up or something with him. Maybe some stick handling, but
well,
he's
I know the Capitals community and many others have, you know, been praying for that young man, and he's just a testament to his will and his strength.
Well, we'll see.
Of even being able to even think about those things.
Well, he's going to be thinking about it really hard tomorrow, as his younger brother plays back over in Fremont tomorrow. Shot on net, saved by Maslow, and they're going to stay in the exact same hotel that John suffered a stroke at. So that's
some memories come back for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mohawks with it at center ice as we ramble on here. And
well, I know we're all on his side and wishing you know the best for him.
Yeah,
if it means he doesn't skate this year, he doesn't skate this year. But we have his back, definitely.
Yeah, be interesting. I know his family talked to his dad yesterday, and they're excited to go back over and finish getting some test results that they haven't got on since they've been over in Omaha when it happened, and just kind of excited to see what they have to say. Shot on net, save, and while we were talking, Mr. Porup came out of the sin bin, so I think we're clear. No one in the penalty boxes. Paul's down into the corner, chasing after it. Back out to center ice. It comes to Young. Young on the far side. Mohawks with it down on their defensive side of the ice. And you can start to see some of these players that played both JV and varsity for the Mohawks team a little bit slower on their step out there and not quite as crisp on their passing. Kept in at the blue line by Wiersma, and the Mohawks pick it up in behind their own goaltender on the near side. Puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Pauls plays it. Back to play it is Young. Young over to Wiersma. .8:28 left in the third period. Capitals up by a bunch. And we're going to get Ned off, I do believe. And the clock continues to run.
You don't see a lot of checking going on
No.
right now, and hopefully we don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Mohawks win the faceoff. They draw it on the far side. And he brings it down. Crane brings it all the way down. Crane with a goal on the night. Nice shot on net by Crane. Saved by
Exactly where you want to throw it, on that opposite pad of the goaltender.
By Maslow. Puck comes free all the way out. Shot on net. Saved by McHenry. Well, Coach Springs got a special night tomorrow night up here. He's not riding the bus home with us. Him and some former North
Bulls.
Iowa Bulls. I wanted to say the Huskies. That's the old USHL team. No, I think, is it Bulls or Outlaws that play here now?
I think it's the Bulls, but I'm not.
I think he played, I don't know, either the Outlaws or the Bulls. But
Yeah.
Coach Springs going to be signing autographs tomorrow night up here with Brad Kruger and a few other of their teammates from that year, as Coach Spring used to play up here. And they're staying in the RV tonight. So they're going to let them drop the puck, I do believe. So a little tribute to our Coach Spring up here tomorrow night.
That's nice for him to have that acknowledgement and that recognition. And
Puck's on the far side. Mohawks with it. I think it was the Outlaws he played for.
yeah, I think they were called. You know that you mentioned it. I think they were called the Outlaws back then.
Mohawks with it down below the goal line. Kind of been lopsided here. Puck's kind of been down on the Mohawks in the rink this third period. Only 13 shots on net for the Mohawks in the period or in the game. Capitals at 41 shots on net. Shot, goal! LaPrade buries the biscuit.
Nice one-timer by LaPrade there. Everybody's get a few more guys in the action here now.
Bruce Bragg, thank you for running the camera tonight. He about froze.
And if you guys, and I know I got a text from my father-in-law saying that the camera's shaking all the time. Well, it's not the camera
It's not the shaking.
It's the actual.
It's the platform.
It's the platform we're on. It's like a carnival ride for us. So if all of a sudden we lose the feed, it's because the whole platform came down.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Save the computer as it crashes. and this gentleman is over there, iPad, and we'll be all right. 5 minutes remaining in the period. Smart move by Maslow. He's just going to cover it up. So Capitals with a weekend off, per se, as we get Saturday, Sunday off, and back on the ice on Monday. With a Monday through Friday practice. We haven't had a Monday through Friday practice in a while. Back up here on Saturday night with a Sunday off. As we put together our final touches on our end of December, January, 1st of January schedule, as we'll have a late afternoon practice on New Year's Eve. Looking to be around a 2 o'clock practice New Year's Eve, and trying to decide on that New Year's Day practice. Coach Spring wants a 6:30 a.m. practice.
Well, thank God my son drives.
Don't know if that's going to stick or not, guys, so don't take me for words. Probably not. They probably won't want to be there that early, but
Puck leaves the playing surface there.
As we play January 2nd, January 2nd, so we need to have a practice on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Then our schedule gets real, Rob. We have a lot of games in January and a lot of games in February, so our easy schedule of one game a weekend is going to disappear here. Nice hard hit by Knopfler. Shot on net, saved by Maslow. As I said earlier, in the games played, we only got 8 games played. A lot of teams 10, 11 games played, and this is our 9th game of the season. So we got to catch up sooner or later, and we're going to be catching up in January and February.
Well, I think I talked about it earlier. There's some of the guys joining the team late and coming off injury and stuff. That's having a light schedule at the beginning has kind of helped them get their legs in a practice mode versus trying to do that in a game mode. And
goes up into the.
When you try to get your hockey legs in a game mode, you could. That's tough. Some tough rowing to do.
Right. We say that all the time, and I'm a Colorado Avalanche fan, and their captain came back from injury. Just came back, played his first game. They interviewed him he got a goal. They interviewed him at the game, and he says there is nothing you can do to get your legs in shape for a game, and that's an NHL player telling you that, and they got the best resources in the world, and and he was even saying that the same thing. He said he'd certainly be tired after the game because his legs were not in game shape. Oh, nice hard hit, and Paulus with a nice hard hit, clean hit as the referee was right there in front of it. Shot on net, saved by Maslow. And the puck comes free all the way up through center ice. And nice hands by Webb. Webb's and Paulus with it now. 1:43 left in the period. What happened? I'm looking down.
Myers called a hooking call.
Oh,
it wasn't even close. I don't.
Is that?
I don't know what he's. Don't mean to referee my kid getting called for it, but still, I
think the kid. I think I just watched it. I think the kid lost his edge.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. Paulus's stick was on the ice. Sent over to the far side, over to play it. Under a minute to go in the period. You're going to run the heater halfway home on the way home, Rob?
Oh, my God.
Full blast on your feet?
Yeah. Next week I'm bringing boots.
It'll probably be hotter than heck in here next week. We all dress warm for it, but the Mohawks with it. Down into the Capitals in the ring. Oh, we're on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. Better get that in. Centering pass out front. Back to the point. Fires it. Shot. Saved by Maslow. That should do it.
Penalty kill.
That's
on the penalty kill.
Oh, we are. Sorry. Better give Tyler some love and then Des Moines Printing penalty kill. Sorry. Shot on that save, and he just hangs on to it. That's something I always liked about hockey. Football, they'd be walking on the field, it's over. Hockey, they continue to play.
Yeah,
So that's going to do it for us. We're out of here. We're froze. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Bruce. We're out of here. Capitals with a big win tonight. Be back in action next Saturday night. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey.